So let's continue with our project that we were discussing in the previous session. Let me run the project once so we will know where we are. So in the previous session, we had seen how to display the items of the cart. So basically, we had done the cart implementation, right? That after the user has logged in, when he adds the item to the cart, then in the table, we have like select star from cart. So here we have the username and the product which are being added by the user. So whenever the user logs in, the product with respect to his name are being entered. Okay, and also we had implemented show all cart items. So let's open the URL. So here I will go for login first of all. So let's say Raghu. And then if you click on cart, so whatever product Raghu has added, those are being displayed here. Now at the bottom in this section, I want to show what is the total, means total of these two things I want to show here. Plus we want the option of remove from the cart. Means suppose the Raghu doesn't want this item in his cart, then I will be adding one button over here which says remove from cart. Also he wants to make some edit, he wants to change the quantity. That option we also want to provide. So let's go to show all cart items page. So this is the HTML page. Now in this section here I will add a button. This will be type is equal to say submit, and here I will call this as remove from cart. So this is just the styling thing. So if I just refresh this, you can see there is a button which says remove from cart. Let me add the header as well. So here we have remove from cart. Plus I want a similar button which says update, like you want to change, right? So for that we want to display this quantity in a text box, or you may have it in the drop down. This is your choice. So let me, this quantity is 0, 1, 2, 3, this third one. So 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the one. So I'll put this inside the input. Type is equal to say number. Value is equal to name is equal to qt bar. So here you can see the quantity is being shown up here, and you can make some changes, right? So if I hit this remove from cart button, this entire record has to be deleted. So which record has to be deleted? The one which is being shown in this row. So corresponding to this button, please understand this point. If I hit this button, then only the ID of this cake should be passed to the server. If I hit this button, then the ID of this cake should be sent to the server. So this unit should be separate form, and this unit must be a separate form. So for that, what we will do is, inside this, we will have the form method is equal to post, and then action is equal to remove from cart. Okay, so now also which item has to be removed. So here the product ID is being mentioned, so we require the product ID. So what we can do is, let's have the product ID in the hidden field. Input type is equal to hidden, name is equal to, this will be cake ID, value is equal to So name and value is present here. We are interested only in the cake ID. That is enough for us for performing the deletion operation. So let me just refresh this page. And if you observe the page source, or let me just click on inspect in this particular section. So just expand this part. So you can see here form method equal to post, which says remove from cart. Another entry you can see remove from cart. So this part is one form and this is another form. So form closing tag is there, right? So this is one form which is present, but this is why it is showing form closing. Let me just open view page source. Here you can see remove from cart. This is form opening. This is form closing tag. And here you can see this is input type hidden cake ID. Then we have the quantity over here. And then when you hit this button, this cake ID will be traveling to the server. So are you okay with this form design, form layout? We have two form tags, means depending on the products, those many form tags are being created here. So accordingly we may perform.
When we'll change the quantity, the total will also change.
That we will do. First I am doing remove, then we will do the edit operation. अभी remove किया तो ये पूरा record ही delete हो जाएगा, है ना? तो उसमें quantity change का कोई importance नहीं है, ठीक है? पहले वो complete कर रहे हैं, फिर edit का करेंगे, ओके? पर ये समझ में आया क्या? ये एक अलग फॉर्म है और ये एक अलग फॉर्म है. इसको हिट किया तो ये चला जाएगा, इसको हिट किया तो ये चला जाएगा सर्वर को. That's why two form tags are present here. So we have kept it inside the for loop. ये फॉर लूप दिख रहा है ना, उसके अंदर हमने फॉर्म टैग ओपन किया है और एंड फॉर के पहले फॉर्म टैग को क्लोज किया है. तो जितने रिकॉर्ड्स रहेंगे उतने बार फॉर्म टैग ओपन और क्लोज होगा. तो सब इंडिविजुअल सेक्शंस बन रहे हैं. तो जो बटन हिट होगा केवल वही डेटा सर्वर को जाएगा. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग एवरीबॉडी?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So now let's perform this operation. So @app.root. So first let's establish the connection with the database. So let me just copy this whole thing. And then our requirement would be to perform delete from card where PID is equal to %s and uname is equal to %s. Because Raghu is trying to delete, right? So only for Raghu the data has to be deleted. Then here I need to fetch the cake ID is equal to request.form cake, what I have written here, cake ID. ठीक है ना, ये cake ID आ गया. So first one is cake ID. Then we have the username. So execute, and after this we will redirect the user. So return redirect to show all cart items. So let me run till this point. So if I hit this button, method not allowed. Achha, this is for post, right? So we have to do that one as well. Methods is equal to get post So you can see that data has gone deleted. If I hit this button, again the data has got deleted. And we can check that also. You can see now it is showing me empty. I'll just use truncate cart so that the you can see, right, it was going for cart ID 9, 10 and so on. So if you go for truncate, it will start generating the ID from 1. So are you okay with this part? Remove from cart option?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
fine. So now we want to go for the edit operation as well. So let me just go to show all cart items. So as we have added this button, we will also have the button which says update cart. Okay. So here, remove from cart. Okay. So now for the same thing, like here I have the update button, here I have the remove button, but the form is same. So this we had done earlier also, if you remember. I will use the name attribute for 2 different buttons. So depending on the name basis, we will perform the action. So let me have the URL as remove from cart only, but we will perform the operation based on the action attribute. And value, here I will call this value as update, and here I will have the value as remove. So which button was clicked? If it was update, we have to update the cart. If it was remove, I have to remove the cart. So let me go back. Now here I need to say action is equal to request dot form.
मैम वो ऋतुजा का रिक्वेस्ट आया क्या देखो.
अच्छा हाँ सॉरी, एक मिनट.
हाँ.
खुद से ऐड नहीं होता है क्या एडमिट, क्योंकि शुरू में शायद हो जाता है. ठीक है.
वो मैम मीटिंग लॉक किया ना तो उसकी वजह से.
हाँ. Okay. So here we have got the action attribute. So if action equals to remove. So this code that we have performed just now, it is for the removal of the cake item. Else means now the button is update. So if it is update, again we require the cake ID. So let me just do this. I require the cake ID plus I require the quantity. So here we have QTY. QTY is equal to request.form QTY, and the query would be update cart set QTY is equal to %s, where PID equal to this and uname is equal to this. So here we need to add one more attribute, that is ID, and update, and again redirect back to the same page, that is show all cart items. So in both the scenarios, we are redirecting the user to show all cart items. Okay, update किया तो भी वही पेज दिखेगा, delete किया तो भी वही पेज दिखेगा. So let's go to the home page. Let's start from the beginning. So this is our home page, and we have already logged in. So let's, birthday is not there. So let's have anniversary. Now in this anniversary section, I will add some item. Then again, let's have anniversary, view details, quantity, add to cart. Now let's go for view the cart items. Now in this section, let me go ahead and change this to 3, and this one I want to change it to say 1. And let's, oh no, I need to have only one update button here. What should I do? There are 1 minute. If I just click on update cart, and here if I change this to 2, individual update it is doing, right? For all I have to add one update button. Let it be, let's make it simple. Okay, one by one, if I'm updating, just change here and you click on update, so it will fix this as 6. You can check this out. Oh, By mistake, I did truncate. Just give me a minute. I need to add some items.
Is there any functionality that when we click the quantity button and after the quantity button is updated, that directly the this amount will get updated?
अब it will update automatically. Don't worry. जैसे हम अपडेट करेंगे ना वो हो जाएगा. एक मिनट.
नहीं
हाँ
मैम,
मैं
मतलब जैसे हमें बहुत सारे वेबसाइट्स में ऐसा अपडेट का ऑप्शन नहीं होता मैम, जैसे हम क्वांटिटी को चेंज करते हैं अपने आप अमाउंट उधर चेंज हो जाता है.
अच्छा वो थोड़ा उसके लिए कोड लिखना पड़ेगा जैक्स जैसा. हाँ थोड़ा लंबा है वो, बाद में सिखाती हूँ. ठीक है, पहले बेसिक वाला हम लोग कर लेते हैं.
Yes ma'am.
Okay, so this is the one. So if I change the cart over here and I click on update, so now let's just have a look here. So you can see the quantity it is showing as 54 and also you can see the price is showing accordingly. क्योंकि हमने show all cart items को render किया है ना, तो वो directly database से pull करता है और फिर यहाँ पे show करता है. Now besides this, I want to show the total amount in this section. तो अब हम क्या करेंगे, show all cart items के ही पेज में at the end somewhere here I want to show say H3 total amount is equal to, let me have total here. So how to get the total? So for getting the total we will have to execute one more query. So SQL1 is equal to select sum QTY multiplied by price from cart where uname is equal to percentages and val is equal to session username. So this would be val1 cursor dot execute SQL1 val1 and then let's pass this. So show all card items. We have to, okay, so when you execute this query, after executing we will say cursor dot fetch 1. So this will give us total. So I have told you, right, total will be in the form of a tuple. So if you want the perfect value, you will be writing here as total is equal to total square bracket 0. This will fetch the actual value of total. So we are passing this as total and this is the total we are displaying. So let's try this out. Actually this total we will require in other pages as well. So better I put it inside a session. That will be better. Total square bracket 0. So I need not pass it. I will just go to show all card items page and here I will be writing session total. So now if you refresh this page, I need to start from the beginning. So I need to just go to home and just click on cart. 1 minute, it is not calculating. Just let me check. Select sum QTY into price from cart where uname is equal to Raghu. So oh, I think I wrote it somewhere wrong at the wrong place. I think so. Total. This I have to do in the show all cart items page. Not here. This is the area where in the show all cart page I have to do this task. Alright. So let me just refresh this page. So you can see the total coming up. If you go ahead and change the quantity here, update cart. So now you can see the price is being updated in this section. Are you all okay with this part?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, समझ में आ गया?
मैम एक ही फंक्शन
हाँ।
में 2 बार एग्जीक्यूट लिख सकते हैं?
हाँ, लिख सकते हैं, पहले भी हमने किया था ना 2-3 जगह पे। अलग अलग आप एसक्यूएल ले लो ना, एसक्यूएल 1 एसक्यूएल 2 ऐसा लिख सकते हैं हम लोग।
अच्छा, ओके।
ठीक है, हाँ। Okay, so now what is remaining is the payment section, right? So now we would like to have one button which says proceed to make payment. So let's do that. So let me go to show all cart items page, and in this section let me have one, say, hyperlink. Make payment. So here I am introducing one hyperlink which is make payment. So if I click on make payment, I am being redirected to make payment. So for make payment, what we are going to do is we will ask the user to enter his card details. So his card details will involve the card number, the CVV number, the expiry date, all those parameters will be there. So let me just check show tables. So here I must have a table. You can see there is a table called as account underscore details. So select star from account underscore details. So here I have created this table, very basic. See, actually in real applications, what happens? The payment is not being handled by the website developer. It is done by the third party agency. That those are called as PayPal. You must have heard about that. Payment gateways are there. The idea is when you enter your card details, your card number, expiry date and all, this has to be verified from the bank account. So bank says I will not give my database to everybody because it is confidential, right? So what every website developer will do, they will collect the card details from the user and they will pass this information to the third party agency that is called as payment gateway. Payment gateway will then communicate with the banks and then they will check whether the card details entered are correct or not. So verification and actual transaction is done by the third party. Are you getting me, everybody? समझ में आ
Yes,
रहा है ना?
ma'am.
कोई भी आप
Yes, ma'am.
ऑनलाइन मूवी टिकट बुकिंग वगैरह करते हो तो जो पेमेंट का देखो सेक्शन आता है तो आपको समझ में आता है कि यू हैव बीन रिडायरेक्टेड टू पेमेंट गेटवे. वो अलग जगह पे होता है वो पेमेंट सेक्शन. वो हमारे वेबसाइट वाले खुद नहीं कर सकते because they have to interact with the bank, right? So bank database is confidential, तो वो लोग अपना एक्सेस नहीं देंगे डायरेक्टली किसी को. लेकिन हम अपने एप्लीकेशन में जस्ट ये इम्प्लीमेंट करके दिखा रहे हैं सो दैट यू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ द एक्चुअल पेमेंट इज डन. जस्ट हम एक स्टिमुलेशन कर रहे हैं उसका. आर यू क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
समझ में आ रहा है ना? ये एक्चुअल एप्लीकेशन ऐसा नहीं होता
ग्लोबल
है.
बना
हाँ, यस, क्या बोल रहे हो रिचू? रुचि?
वेबसाइट अगर ग्लोबल बनाना हो तो
हाँ, तब हमको
वेबसाइट
फिर
को
वेब
अगर ग्लोबल
सर्विस.
बनाना होगा तो
हाँ, देयर
कौन
इज
सा
अ
मतलब
कंसेप्ट कॉल्ड एज,
क्वेरी यूज
हाँ,
करते हैं?
वेब सर्विस वगैरह यूज करके हमको करना पड़ता है. पेपाल से रिक्वेस्ट भेज के करवाना पड़ता है.
एपीआई
सॉरी,
लगता है।
हाँ, एपीआई, उसको एपीआई भी बोलते हैं. वेब सर्विस या फिर एपीआई कहते हैं उसको.
वो एक
ठीक है.
ट्रांजेक्शन का हम लोग चार्ज करते हैं ऐसा एपीआई।
हाँ, हाँ, वो सब सर्विसेज पेड रहती हैं तो वो हमको एक्सटर्नल लेना पड़ता है. तो ये कैसे आप इंटरव्यू में जाओगे तो आप ये बता सकते हो कि ये जस्ट हमने अपने अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए इम्प्लीमेंट किया है ताकि हमको पता रहे कि कैसा एक्चुअली होता है काम. ठीक है, समझ में आ रहा है ना कंसेप्ट? ठीक है. सो हियर आई हैव क्रिएटेड दीज पैरामीटर्स लाइक कार्ड नंबर, सीवीवी नंबर, एक्सपायरी, बैलेंस मतलब उसके अकाउंट में कितना बैलेंस है और उस अकाउंट होल्डर का नाम क्या है. सो व्हेन द यूजर एंटर्स ऑल दीज डिटेल्स, फर्स्ट वी विल वेरीफाई वेदर द कार्ड details entered are valid or not. If it is valid, then only we will proceed. अब valid है या नहीं कैसे चेक करेंगे? So again we will go for our count technique. So select count star from account underscore details where CVV number is equal to, suppose उसने 111 डाला, then card underscore number is equal to 111. Sorry, कॉमा नहीं, इधर एंड आएगा. And Pyri is equal to 22/2020. That's all. Suppose itna मैंने किया. So you can see currently it is showing me count as 1. That means the card detail entered was correct. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
अगर
Yes, ma'am.
रॉन्ग होगा तो 0 आएगा, है ना इनपुट. तो जो यूजर ने लॉगिन किया है उसके हिसाब से हम लोग यहाँ पे चेंजेस करेंगे. सो व्हाट आई विल डू नाउ इज अपडेट अकाउंट अंडरस्कोर डिटेल्स ACC name is equal to Raghu, where card number is equal to 222. So here I have changed the name to Raghu. Currently Raghu is the one who has logged in, so he has to do the transaction. अब मैं ये समझ रही हूँ कि ये जो 111 वाला एंट्री है, this AAA is the owner. So whoever makes the payment from this Raghu's account, the amount should be subtracted and it should be added to AAA. That is the transaction, right? अगर रघु ने यहाँ पे purchasing किया है, he did a purchasing of 4,200. So from his account, 4,200 should be subtracted and it should be added to AAA. That is the requirement. So I will say the transaction has been done successfully. Is it okay? पर ये हमको
Yes, ma'am.
तभी करना है जब कार्ड डिटेल्स जो एंटर हुआ है वो सही है. सो फर्स्ट वी हैव टू क्रिएट अ फॉर्म फॉर एक्सेप्टिंग द कार्ड डिटेल्स. सो नाउ लेट्स I'll just copy the login form. I will call this as make payment.html. So first I will say enter the username. So this will be ACC_name. Then card number. Card_number. Then we require CVV number. So we have CVV number. And after that we require the expiry. So all these details we are accepting. Now we also require the amount that has to be made a payment, but for that we have the data inside the session variable. So here I will just show that in session total. Make payment. So the button says make payment, and here we have method equal to post. Error is also there. So let me test this one. So let's go to main, and here app.root make payment. Methods is equal to get and post. Then we require def make payment if request dot method equal to get. So if the method is get, then what we have to do is we have to just show him the form. So return render template make payment.html. Else if the method is post, then what we have to do is we have to first get the value of all those details like card number is equal to request dot form card underscore number. Then we require CVV. एक्सपायरी हो गया, फिर उसके बाद ACC नेम.
मैम आपने वो गलती से कार्ड नंबर लिख दिया है.
बाकी सब ठीक है ना? So now, first, as I said, first we need to verify if the information is correct or not. So for that, again, we will have to establish connection with the database. So let me just copy this code here. Then select count star from account underscore details. Where ACC name is equal to this, and card underscore number is equal to percentages, and CVV is equal to percentages, and expired is equal to percentages. So account name, card number, CVV, expiry. So after execution, if the count is 1, then we'll say, okay, the transaction means the data entered was correct. If it is correct, then we have to perform the transaction. But before doing the transaction, we also need to make sure that, for example, let's say Raghu has a balance of say 3,000, but he has to pay 4,000. So in that case, the transaction should not be allowed. The application should say you do not have the sufficient balance. That also will take care of. So first we will check that as well. So we will do that check. So again, I need to just write here SQL1 is equal to select balance from account underscore details where card underscore number is equal to percentages. Val1 is equal to card number. So cursor dot execute SQL1 comma val1. Cursor dot fetch 1. If balance 0 is less than session total, then what will you understand? मतलब जो उसका बैलेंस है वो उस अमाउंट से भी कम है जो उसको एक्चुअली पे करना है. Then we will say return you do not have enough balance. I was skipping this part earlier. So student said, madam हमारा balance तो minus में चला जा रहा है. So that is why I have introduced this part, right? समझ में आया ना ये क्यों कर रहे हैं हम लोग?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able? हाँ, नहीं तो बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने मुझे अभी बोला कि मैम बैलेंस तो माइनस में शो कर रहा है, तो हमको वो चेक भी करना पड़ेगा कि बैलेंस नेगेटिव में नहीं जाना चाहिए. हाँ, so if everything is good, then we are good to go. तो अब मुझे क्या करना होगा? SQL2 ले लेते हैं हम लोग. So here I will go for update. Sorry. update account underscore details set balance is equal to balance minus परसेंटेज एस, मतलब एक में से हमें क्या करना है, अकाउंट माइनस करना है, वेयर कार्ड अंडरस्कोर नंबर इज इक्वल टू परसेंटेज एस। तो ये माइनस किसके अकाउंट से होगा, सो वैल 2 जो जो बाय कर रहा है, राइट, उसके अकाउंट से माइनस होना चाहिए। सो फर्स्ट वन इज बैलेंस, तो बैलेंस कितना हो जाएगा, सेशन टोटल जो अमाउंट है वो, और वो किसके अकाउंट से जाना चाहिए, जो अभी यूजर ने एंटर किया है। सो दिस इज वन क्वेरी। द अदर क्वेरी विल बी वेयर ये चीज ओनर को भी ऐड होना चाहिए, राइट। सो हियर वी हैव टू ऐड बैलेंस। तो यहाँ पर कार्ड नंबर जो है वो मैं हार्ड कोडेड करने वाली हूँ। सो हियर आई विल यूज द कार्ड नंबर एज 111. So I don't have to supply the card number. 111 is the owner, right? तो ओनर के अकाउंट में सीधे सीधे जो अमाउंट है वो ऐड हो जाना चाहिए। And then we will go for cursor dot execute SQL2 val 2, यहाँ पे 3 लेना पड़ेगा। cursor dot execute SQL3 val 3। ये हो गए, दोनों अपडेट हो गए। अब इसके बाद आपको कौन से पेज, अभी पेमेंट हो गया, यूजर ने पेमेंट कर दिया है सक्सेसफुली, तब क्या होना चाहिए, जो हमारा ये कार्ट है, सिलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम कार्ट। तो समझो रघु ने पेमेंट कर दिया, तो ये डिटेल रघु का यहाँ से इरेज हो जाना चाहिए, नहीं तो हमेशा उसके कार्ट में ये आइटम्स दिखाई देंगे। सो वी विल से, वी विल एग्जीक्यूट वन मोर क्वेरी हियर। सो दिस टाइम आई विल राइट इट एज SQL4, that is delete from cart where you name is equal to percentage s, and val 4 is equal to session username, cursor dot execute SQL4 val 4। तो ये डिलीशन भी हमने कार्ट में से कर दिया है।
SQL1 है।
हाँ सॉरी, ओके। ये सब होने के बाद हम लोग लिख देते हैं रिटर्न रीडायरेक्ट। सो लेट्स रीडायरेक्ट टू द होम पेज। सिंपली उसको, अभी पेमेंट हो गया ना सक्सेसफुल, तुमको मैसेज दिखाना है तो मैसेज भी, फिलहाल के लिए मैं मैसेज दिखा देती हूँ, ठीक है। सो पेमेंट डन सक्सेसफुली, ऐसा मैसेज दिखा दिया। अब बाय चांस यहाँ पे और क्या क्या था, इफ काउंट इज, मतलब ये इनवैलिड आ गया अगर, तो उस केस में हमको क्या करना है, किधर है ये वाला, else return invalid card details. Like that. I am just showing the static message. You may later on redirect to the particular page. So let's go ahead. Here, if I click on make payment, so this is the make payment page. I will enter the username as Raghu, and let me enter an invalid card details. If I click on make payment, key error CVV. Oh, I forgot to provide CVV. Oh, I missed CVV. की एरर आएगा ना कभी भी, तो फॉर्म में चेक करोगे। हाँ, So if I click on make payment, so this time I'll enter Raghu, and purposefully I'm entering the wrong details. Expiry date is something like this. If I enter this one, CVV in where clause.
कॉलम का नाम मेन चेक करो सीवी का
CVV, अच्छा CVV NO है, ओके. So let me just try this again. You can see it is showing me invalid card details. Now let me enter the correct details. So for Raghu, it is 222 22 2020. So 222, and this is 22 2020. So if I click on make payment, you can see that the message is payment has been done successfully. Let me just check this out. So you can see from Raghu's account, some balance has been subtracted, which has been added to the owner's account. समझ में आया सबको?
मैम एक बार वो बैलेंस वाले से एक बार एक्सप्लेन करना प्लीज.
हाँ, अभी पहले आप यहाँ से समझो कि अगर रघु ने पेमेंट किया, समझो परचेजिंग किया है 20,000 का, but in his balance it is showing us 15,800. That time Raghu should not be allowed to make the payment, right? Bank will not allow that कि आपका balance zero में चला जाए. So that time he should see a message that you do not have sufficient balance. तो उसके लिए हमने क्या किया है, and how we will do that, we will just run the query, select balance from account underscore details where card underscore number is equal to, suppose I am writing here 222. So it is showing me the balance, right? ये balance मुझे total से check करना है. So total we have stored in the session. समझ में आया?
यस मैम.
ठीक है, तो अब कोड में देखो क्या किया है हमने. इधर आ जाओ, ये पार्ट तो समझ में आ गया है. दिस इज फॉर द वेरिफिकेशन ऑफ द कार्ड. तो ये 1 आएगा तभी हम आगे बढ़ेंगे, है ना? तो ये कार्ड वेरीफाई हो गया. नाउ सिलेक्ट बैलेंस, द सेम क्वेरी. बैलेंस हम यहाँ पे फेच कर रहे हैं, तो ये फेच करके बैलेंस इधर मिला. दिस इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ टपल, सो वी हैव टू यूज स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट 0. तब हमको वो पर्टिकुलर बैलेंस का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा. एंड देन इफ इट इज सो वी विल से ओके यू डू नॉट हैव सफिशिएंट बैलेंस. अदरवाइज अब अगर बैलेंस सफिशिएंट है तो मुझे क्या करना है कि इसके अकाउंट से पैसे माइनस करने हैं और इसके अकाउंट में ऐड करने हैं. बट हाउ मच अमाउंट, दैट इज द टोटल अमाउंट. तो एक के अकाउंट में माइनस हो रहा है और एक के अकाउंट में प्लस हो रहा है. तो किसके अकाउंट में माइनस होगा? जिसने लॉगिन किया है. सॉरी जिसने अभी कार्ड एंटर किया ना वो. और ओनर का तो हमको फिक्स है, हमेशा ओनर तो एक ही रहने वाला है. सो फॉर दैट पर्सन वी आर यूजिंग 111 एज द अकाउंट नंबर. देन वी आर जस्ट एग्जीक्यूटिंग इट. अब पूरा ट्रांजैक्शन होने के बाद, अभी जैसे यहाँ पे हम लोग चेक करेंगे, सेलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम कार्ट. तो रघु ने पेमेंट कर दिया ना, तो उसका कार्ड डिटेल भी डिलीट कर दे रहे हैं ताकि वो नेक्स्ट टाइम लॉगिन करेगा तो फ्रेश कार्ड क्रिएट होना चाहिए. नहीं तो उसके कार्ट में फिर भी आइटम्स दिखाएगा इवन दो ही हैज मेड द परचेज. दैट इज व्हाई आई हैव डन दिस स्टेप टू डिलीट द डेटा फ्रॉम द कार्ट फॉर द यूजर हु हैज लॉग्ड इन, बिकॉज ही हैज डन द पेमेंट सक्सेसफुली.
यस मैम.
आ गया समझ में पूरा?
यस मैम.
ठीक है, बाकी थोड़ा रीडायरेक्शन वगैरह का आप लोग खुद से कर लो. है कौन सा मैंने मैसेजेस दे दिए हैं तुमको, जिधर पेज में अभी हमने देखा ना एरर वगैरह कैसे शो करना है, वो सब आप लोग ऐड कर सकते हो अपने एप्लीकेशन में.
यस मैम.
सो बेसिक फंक्शनैलिटी आई थिंक एवरीबॉडी हैज अंडरस्टूड.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I will mail
Yes,
this
ma'am.
code to you, plus I will also mail the project topic. तो ये कॉन्सेप्ट आपको समझ में आ गया है, तो अब उसे उस टॉपिक पे इम्प्लीमेंट करना है. ठीक है?
यस मैम.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes,
let's stop here for today.
हेलो मैम
Okay. हाँ एक मिनट हाँ